Warehouse Management Solution.
Modern supply chains operate on raw volume. To meet high-velocity throughput demands, thousands of items must traverse the warehouse floor every hour. That physical momentum hits a systemic wall the moment an item reaches a manual barcode scanning station. Manual scanning forces a reactive workflow. Instead of providing continuous tracking, it creates isolated, delayed data points that reflect a single moment in time rather than the item's actual journey. This chart highlights the specific cost of that delay. Under manual tracking, workers spend an average of 12 minutes searching for each item. With RFID automation, that search time drops to just 2 minutes. This inefficiency compounding at 4 traditional choke points: receiving, physical inventory counts, order picking, and dock dispatch. Requiring a human to physically aim and trigger a scanner for every data entry creates a hard ceiling on the facility's maximum operational speed. At high volumes, reliance on manual scanning also introduces accuracy errors, leading to inventory discrepancies that take hours to resolve. These traditional architectures remain reactive, causing the digital database to lag behind the physical movement of goods. Solving this lag requires shifting from reactive batch updates to continuous, real-time spatial awareness. This shift is achieved by integrating RFID automation into every phase of the lifecycle, from production completion through final dispatch. This infrastructure bridges the physical and digital worlds, transforming passive inventory items into actively broadcasting digital assets. The system is designed to reduce processing delays by 40% and sustain shipment accuracy levels above 99%. To see how this works in practice, we can follow a single production lot through the warehouse infrastructure. Removing manual data entry creates a pipeline of continuous verification that matches the speed of the physical facility. The process begins as a production lot completes manufacturing and prepares for ingestion into the warehouse. First, every finished carton is assigned a unique RFID tag, creating its permanent digital identity. As the cartons are palletized and moved towards storage, the system prepares to capture the entire load. In the receiving area, the system detects multiple cartons simultaneously without human intervention. Fixed readers capture the entire lot in one pass, updating the WMS in milliseconds. This bypasses line-of-sight scanning, identifying cartons buried in the pallet's center. Automated detection drives a sharp reduction in put-away time, falling from 15 minutes per pallet to just 5. Once shelved, real-time location tracking ensures that stock remains visible and the risk of loss is minimized. Inbound throughput is accelerated because the system establishes data certainty without requiring the forklift to stop. The outbound process is triggered when a sales order generates a specific picking list within the WMS. Using continuous spatial data, the system identifies the exact storage coordinates for every required item. Pickers use handheld RFID readers that guide them to the specific rack and identify the exact carton quantity needed. The handheld reader provides instantaneous verification, confirming that the worker has picked the correct item on the spot. From the racks, the items move to the packing station for a critical internal validation phase. Before sealing, RFID sensors run a 3-point validation loop. First, it identifies missing expected cartons. Second, it detects mistakenly included excess cartons. Finally, it flags if the count is correct, but the specific carton type is wrong. These checks are completed even when multiple different cartons are packed en file together. Correcting errors at the packing station prevents logistics failures from reaching the customer. The final bottleneck in most warehouses is verifying the load at the dispatch dock. In this automated system, the packed goods move continuously and smoothly from the warehouse floor directly to the exit. As the load passes through the RFID gate, the entire shipment is verified instantly. The system synchronizes the shipment details with a central database in milliseconds. Manual checking is eliminated. No one has to stop the flow to count boxes or scan individual labels. Despite the absence of human verification at the dock, shipment validation rates are maintained at a high level. This protects the network by ensuring that inaccurate truckloads never leave the facility. A zero-touch dispatch is only mathematically possible because data certainty was built at every previous node in the process. Looking at the facility as a whole, we can see the impact of this integrated architecture. The POXO system delivers 99% accuracy, reduces labor requirements by 30%, and cuts processing delays by 40%. These performance metrics contrast sharply with the high labor demands of traditional manual processes. Eliminating discrete scanning tasks results in an overall facility speed improvement of over 30%. Connecting the physical and digital tracking environments removes the financial costs associated with human error. The warehouse moves from a state of delayed visibility to real-time, transparent operational decision-making. Ultimately, real-time inventory visibility defines the speed